Okay, let's see. I need to read 6 chapters out of this book, but 12 pages out of this book and 2 chapters out of this book. Hey, Pop Kids. I was just about to do some studying for a big paper I'm writing. I'll tell you about it in just a second, but first, would you do something with me? Let's just breathe. Are you ready? Wow, what a one-of-a-kind breath that was. Just what I needed right now. You see, I'm studying for a paper for school that I'm writing about Martin Luther, the fella right here. He's the guy that put the Luther in Prince of Peace Lutheran Church. And he had some pretty wise things to say about 500 years ago. He wrote lots of books and sermons. This is only a few of them. But one thing he said that has helped me a lot, especially on a day like today when I've got a lot of studying and homework to do, is this. He said, I have so much to do that I shall spend the first 3 hours in prayer. Did you catch that? I have so much to do that I shall spend the first 3 hours in prayer. He was kind of being silly and wise at the same time. Martin Luther was a pretty busy guy during his life, but he knew something important. When he started to feel overwhelmed with all the things he had to do and with all the things he could worry about, and he had a lot of things that he could worry about in his life, he would slow down and take some time to be quiet so he could pray and talk to and listen to God. And part of praying can be getting quiet and just breathing and thinking about God and how much God loves us and how each breath we take is a gift, a miracle God's given us. It reminds me of something David wrote from the Bible in Psalm 131. He said, I don't concern myself with matters too great or too awesome for me to grasp. Instead, I have calmed and quieted myself. And you know what, Pop Kids? Sometimes when we feel the busiest and most hurried and most worried, that's the best time that we can stop and get quiet with God in prayer and just breathe. I know for me, whenever I do that, the things I'm worried or thinking about start to shrink because I've taken time to remember just how big God is. So how about you, Pop Kids? Is there something that's been on your mind lately that's feeling pretty big? Maybe this week you can take a little or a lot of time to stop, talk to and listen to God about it, and just breathe. And I'll bet that the thing you're thinking about will shrink at least a little bit when you compare it to the size of God's big-time love for you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got so much homework to do. I need to get praying.